If people are listening to your podcast episodes right now, your podcast is losing leads. There are 3 critical mistakes that almost every podcaster is making. I include the clients that I work with, as well as just the podcasts that I've listened to. So let's go through these really quick and make sure you're not making any of these mistakes, so every episode brings you as many leads for your business as possible. By the way, my name is Jerry Potter. I'm a professional radio personality turned podcaster and YouTuber, and literally had to get people to take action at 5 a.m. when I was on the air. And so I've applied that here to help you get more leads. And most of the people that make this first mistake, I don't think are doing it on purpose. But what happens is you don't connect your call to action, whatever you want them to do, back to your core content, the thing the episode was about. Imagine going to a Coldplay concert, and halfway through the concert, Chris Martin's like, "You like these songs? Who wants to adopt a baby?" You'd look at him like, "What are you talking about, Chris? I came here to listen to your music." But that's what a lot of us do as podcasters, is we talk about one thing in our episode, and then we ask them to do something unrelated when we ask them to become a lead. Now, it may be that the thing you want them to do for your business doesn't always tie back to whatever the episode was about. And if that's the case, find a way to tie it together. Or if your podcast is for your business, maybe that wasn't a good topic. Now, even if you do tie your call to action back to your core content, there's another invisible trap that we fall into as podcasters that kills conversions. And that is, we don't do what I call defining the gap. So you gave value in your podcast, and then you ask them to do something else. But we forget to define exactly the value they got in the episode, but also pointing out the gap between what they don't have that they'll get if they take the action that we're asking them to do, to join our email list or whatever it might be. So you want to show people, hey, we helped you in this episode, but if you want the full transformation, go download this thing or go look at this article or whatever you happen to be wanting them to do. And the third invisible trap that we fall into as podcasters is all about how we deliver our call to action. Now, one of the problems is where you decide to do your call to action in your episodes. We have a very strategic way of doing this when we teach people our module-based approach to podcasting. If you want to learn about that, I've got another video you can watch after this one. But the way you deliver your call to action is so important. And I learned this lesson the hard way when I worked as a professional radio personality. So when you get to that point of telling the listener what you want them to do not throw it away. Okay? If they've gotten to that point in the episode, they're happy. So slow down, tell them exactly what you want them to do, and tell them more than once. Even if 90% of the listeners tune out, but the 10% that are your perfect potential clients and customers do the thing that you want them to do, it is well worth it. If you've been thinking your business needs a new way to get leads, you probably don't. You just need to get more leads from your existing podcast. So how do you get the most possible leads out of every single episode? Well, first of all, don't fall into any of the 3 invisible traps that we talked about, starting with your very next episode, and you'll get more leads than you've ever gotten before. And second, combine what you learned in this video along with the one that's on the screen now to learn our module-based approach to podcasting that actually will get you more leads and sales than any other way of structuring your podcast. Check out that video on the screen right now or in the description below, and I will see you there.